Good morning. So the roads are absolutely covered in snow, and my school did not call off today, so I'm going back to bed, regardless of school being called off or not, because I don't want to wreck my car. There's like a quarter of an inch of snow on the road. It's just covered. My car does not go good in snow, so I'm going back to bed. I'm up, dressed, what else do you want? Okay? But I've been making a lot of phone calls this morning, trying to figure out what I can do with this car. Looks like I've got to talk my job into giving me more hours. Is my only option right now. Unless Dad co-signs for me, and he won't co-sign unless I get a Toyota Camry. I don't want a Toyota Camry. I'm going to do this on my own, because I want the car I want. So I've got to talk my job into giving me more hours, which is not going to be easy, because it's just not enough. 16 hours a week does not pay the bills in any form or fashion, so I gotta work on that. So, which reminds me, I need to pay my car payment. Great. So anyway, I've got about 15 minutes till I have to leave. I'm gonna do some financing and whatnot. Not for the car, actually, surprisingly, right? I need to balance my checkbook and finish getting ready for work. So, I mean, not for work, for school. I'm going to my third class because the roads are clear now. They weren't when I was supposed to leave earlier. So, but I'm going to go into these classes and hopefully have a good rest of the day. I actually got to sleep. I slept till 11:30. Feel a whole lot better. So, anyway, I'm going to head on out, so I'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, I am out of class. I've been on the phone constantly. It's just one phone call after the other. But we're making progress. Dad said he would not co-sign for me, so I'm going for this on my own. I called my bank and they said regardless they should be able to get me a loan for the car that I'm looking, not the Ford Fusion Hybrid, but I'm looking at another one I found today while I was in class. I know I should have been on the phone during class, but whatever. I found a 2010 Camry Hybrid. It's a Toyota Camry Hybrid. It's got 21,000 miles on it. I can get it certified for $500, and that means I'll have a powertrain warranty of 100,000 miles for the next 6 years, which is great. So I'm going to look at it and see what they can do. And we'll go down there tomorrow at Ramey and see what they can do with the numbers that I give them. And hopefully things will work out. Things are kind of falling into place, which is great. And I think I can afford this one, so we'll just see how things go. But right now, I'm going to go get something to eat. I have 40 minutes to get something to eat, and which I should have enough time to get something to eat. But I'm going to run and get something to eat and then go to work. Sorry, guys, I didn't vlog much already today, but I'm going to try to make up for it tonight. Definitely going to try to make up for it, but it's just, you know, when you're as stressed as you are when you're trying to find a car and trying to buy a car, it gets extremely stressful. So just bear with me on this. I promise things will get back to normal. So as things start to fall together, actually, they fell apart. And I read a poem one time. I believe it was a poem. No, it was a movie I watched. It's called All Things Fall Apart. And I suggest everybody go watch that movie, because it's an excellent movie. And it really portrays the idea that anything can happen. You should always be prepared for it, but you can't live your life thinking that if something happens, everything's going to fall apart. But most of the times, if something terrible happens, like this guy was a star football player, but he ended up getting cancer, and he ended up dying from it. But what he did was he brought his family together with that disease. Even though all things fall apart, something always happens. Something good always happens from those things. But I think I may have finally worked out a deal to where we might be able to get in a different car. I love this car, I really do. I love this car. If I had to choose any car to drive for the rest of my life, it would be a Chrysler 300. But this right here is the reason why not to drive this car. Average miles per gallon. Monday when me and Bruce went over there to look at cars, I had a little over a quarter tank. A little bit over a quarter tank. I put $20 in gas in my car. And then after that, I drove home and went to work and all that good stuff. Here's what I'm getting. I have 42 miles to empty. That's ridiculous. Why would anybody pay that for gas? Oh my gosh. That's the reason why I'm trading it. The Camry hybrid I'm looking at is 34 miles per gallon average. You can get more if you drive it well. It's practically like a sedan Prius is all it is. And it's a little bit heavier, so it doesn't get as good of gas mileage as the Prius. But what happened is it's through the same company I was working with, Ramey. So what they're going to do is they're going to I'm going to go in tomorrow during my break from classes and go talk to them. They're going to get the car down here within the next week. We're going to look at it, make sure everything's good, everything looks fine. It's red. I don't really mind for it being red. It's not my favorite color, but it'll work. It is red, and it's only got 21,000 miles on it. I can get it certified and get 100,000 more miles on the warranty, just for $500. I think's what they said. So everything's kind of falling together. My bank said they would give me a loan, so everything's falling together. If you guys think that these vlogs are bad with me talking about cars, go look back at the ones where I bought this car back in November of 2011. Go look at those. Those were some weird vlogs. It was just like sporadic. Everything's here, there, cars here, there, what? And then it was like everything just kind of like it is right now. I'm just, if you haven't noticed, if you know me, you guys who watch my vlogs all the time know that I'm a very laid back, non-stressed person. But if you look at me in the past couple days, in the past week, I've just been like, yeah. So I'm gonna try to relieve some stress here in a little bit and just have some fun with my coworkers and just talk. Try to take my mind off a lot of things because it's just so much to process all at once. I've actually let my emotions get the best of me today, and it's you know, it's hard. It really is to do all this stuff. And I broke down earlier, and it was just all of my emotions just poured out. And I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What can I do? What's happening is what was really went through my mind. I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? And just everything, I just freaked out. I'm just like, I don't know. Everything's just, and then, you know, like, and all that. And it's just like, and then I realized just about an hour ago, I'm just like, what am I doing? There's always a solution to this. I can figure this out. If anybody can figure out my own life, it's me. And I think I finally figured it out. I mean, I'm persistent. I work well with numbers. I work well with other people. I'm very persuasive. I can tell people what I want and try to get them to do it. That's why I'm a business major, is because I figure things out. Sometimes, you know, everybody lets their emotions get to them. They let stress get to them. But in the end, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, what you're going through right now compared to what other people are going through somewhere else, it's nothing. What I'm going through right now is like a quarter of a day for someone who lives in Somalia or something like that. And you realize that when you look at it in retrospective, you pull back from the scene and look at it from a 3D, non-personal view. If you look at it from the eagle's eye view of the world, you'll notice that your problems are absolutely nothing compared to everything else that's going on in the world. So next time you're having a bad day, just think of some kid who doesn't have anything to drink, and then see if you feel so bad about it. Just be happy. So I'm on that Bobby McFerrin here in a little bit. Just don't worry, be happy. Regardless of what happens. Somebody came and stole your bed. Don't worry, be happy. Let's go to work. Hey guys. Oh gosh, frog in my throat. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I think I've pretty much made my decision on the car. Right now I'm leaning more towards the Toyota Camry hybrid that they're going to bring down. We're going to go work on some numbers tomorrow, like I said. I just feel like the Ford is just a little bit out of my price range, and honestly, there's not that much difference in gas mileage. So I think we're safe to go with the Toyota, plus all my Facebook friends say Toyota, and usually my Facebook friends are usually right. And everyone who said anything was people I trust. And I've looked at that Camry a lot, and I kind of like it a little bit more than the Ford Fusion in color-wise, and how it looks on, you know, whatever. On just like all the body styling with the red, more than I do the gray one, the gray Ford. But I like the color. I like the color of the Ford better, but I like the color of the Camry on the Camry more. So, somebody just commented on my status and said I like red. That's great. That's just great. It helps me make my decision more. But I think the Camry's a good option. Just hope we can get the deal done tomorrow. That doesn't mean I'm not going to ask about the Ford. I'm going to say, do you think there's a possibility that we could use this deal and get in there with the Ford? The answer's probably going to be no, but I'm going to ask anyway. But the Camry, they said that I might be able to get it certified, which means if I can get it certified, that's 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty from the year that it was made. So that means I'll have warranty until 2017. So that's pretty good, up to 100,000 miles. It's only got 20,000 on it, so I can put 80,000 on it, and I put like 15,000 on it a year, so that's like 3 years, 3.5 years, something like that. That's a long time. So that's more than that. But I'm not used to having my TV on anything other than sports. I think I'm gonna leave it on TNT for a little bit, see what I can watch. I just haven't watched TV in so long. I'll either watch sports or YouTube videos and Duck Dynasty on my computer. So I normally don't get to watch a lot of other TV shows, but I think I'm gonna leave it on TNT for a little bit and see what comes on TV nowadays. But it's been a pretty good day. I really can't complain about it. It's been a little bit stressful at times, and me and Dad were talking earlier, and I said some things I shouldn't have said, and I apologized for it. But you get wrapped up under situations, and you say things you shouldn't say, and it's all right if that happens. Just make sure that the person understands that you're completely sorry for the things you said, and make sure that they forgive you for it. So don't let anything go under the bridge, and just forget about it. Make sure you clear the air before anything stink comes from it, I guess. But like I said earlier, when things happen in life and you think things are just awful and you can't really make a decision, and you're just so stressed and everything, and you don't feel like yourself, and you're kind of like in that stage where you're just about to break down and cry, just think there are people other places. Let me use an example. Our ex-pastor's wife, Jennifer, she's been a very close friend to me. Jennifer has been diagnosed with she had liver cancer. She had one liver transplant, and it ended up failing, so they gave her another liver, and then it just didn't work out, and the cancer started to spread, and there's nothing they can do at this point. And every time I'm having a bad day and I say I don't see how things could get worse, and then I think about Jennifer, and I just see how much I've been blessed in life with the things I have. Just having health and not being in the hospital. And what makes it even worse is she has a 3-year-old son. And that just breaks my heart to think about that. So, things could always be worse. So next time you're thinking about complaining about something that's going on in your life, think of someone in a situation like that, and everything just seems a whole lot better from that point of view. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, and because I could get up in 7 hours. So good night, guys. Peace out.